Good morning. I'm back, and I just want to take a few moments to reflect on some things that I've been reading. One book that I'm currently reading is called The Next Conversation. I believe that is the title, and that is by Jefferson Fisher. And the book is basically teaching you how to never argue again, which I'm looking forward to because I have a 7-year-old and currently we argue every single day, mainly about cleaning and why she's not getting it done. So I would love to get to a point where I'm no longer arguing with a 7-year-old. In the book, he asks, let me see, how did watching arguments in your childhood influence the way that you communicate now? From what I remember, my parents hardly ever argued. If there was an argument, it wasn't a full-blown, escalated verbal assault against each other. I mean, hey. But it wasn't like a huge thing. And I believe, from what I recall, if there was a disagreement, it was taken away from us and handled privately, maybe in the bedroom or wherever. So I do not recall seeing any arguments from my parents, and that to me is a blessing for sure. And I also feel that growing up, because I wasn't around people that argued a lot or disagreed a lot, if someone was to try to argue with me, I would just kind of step back. Or if I felt a way, I wouldn't argue with someone about it. Instead, I would just kind of let it go or internalize it, and then it would be a blow up later where I have high emotions and I just don't want to deal with you anymore. So I cannot say that that is healthy. And I do have to work towards changing that for my child. I want her to be able to have conversations and discussions without feeling like she has to avoid it, tiptoe around any subjects, act really aggressive, or any other unhealthy way of dealing with conflict or disagreement. So some tips he said for that is to stop hearing what is being said and start hearing what is being felt. And he encourages the reader to work on getting an understanding of that person, building a connection with that person versus trying to win an argument, trying to get your point across, trying to push down your perspective on that person. And I'm not saying things exactly from the book, but that was my own perspective on it. And so, for example, if my daughter, I tell her, okay, it's time to clean up, and she responds with, I'm too tired, then I need to focus on what she's feeling versus what she's saying. Look at her body language. And maybe I need to take a few steps back and work on figuring out if there was anything in her day that could be causing this type of response. Which leads me into another book that I've been reading called Let Them by Mel Robbins. And in her book, she talks about when people have their actions and you don't agree with their actions, let them. But on the flip side, you turn it around. Step 1 is let them. But step 2 is let me. So when she responds, I'm too tired, I will let her. But then I will turn around and I will tell myself, let me breathe. Let me find my calm. And then let me find a way to connect and to understand what is happening with my child. Because if I focus on just winning this argument and just winning the control, then I will lose the relationship, the opportunity for connection. I will possibly lose her respect and her trust. And I don't want to lose any of those things. All of those things are very precious to me. So just to kind of recap on all that I just said, how you seen arguments play out in your household can have a profound effect on how you deal with communication currently. So you need to go ahead and ask yourself, how is it impacting me today? Is it healthy? And if it's not healthy, I need to work on changing this, stopping it here with that generation and starting it here with my generation. Moving forward, I will have healthy communication. And then the next thing is working on not just hearing what is said, but also hearing what is felt. And last but not least was the let them, step 1, but step 2 being let me. So I hope all of this information can reach someone that might be having a tough time with communication, or might find themselves like me arguing with a 7-year-old every single day. And I plan to take some steps today to change that, and I hope you do as well. Like, subscribe, comment, but most importantly, comment if you have any perspective or any tidbits to help out this parent here. Please comment below. Till then, or till next time, bye.